For centuries, the world has looked at the pyramids and wondered, just how did they do it? How did an ancient civilization, without the help of modern cranes or machinery, build monuments that defy the imagination? Welcome back to our deep dive into the secrets of ancient Egyptian construction. Today, we re-unraveling the theories and evidence that are finally shedding light on one of history's greatest engineering puzzles. The most popular idea has always been ramps. Massive ramps used to haul colossal stones into place, but what kind of ramp? For a long time, experts believed in a long, straight external ramp, growing alongside the pyramid. The problem? A ramp long enough to reach the top of the Great Pyramid would have been a monumental project in itself, perhaps even larger than the pyramid it was meant to build. It would have required a staggering amount of material and labor, and it is hard to see how it would have gotten in the way of the actual construction. This has led to a fascinating alternative, the internal ramp. Picture a spiral tunnel, corkscrewing its way up inside the pyramid structure. As the pyramid grew taller, so did the ramp. Workers would drag the blocks up through this internal corridor. This theory is gaining traction. In fact, a few years ago, a team of researchers using advanced scanning technology detected a large, previously unknown void inside the Great Pyramid. Could this be the legendary internal ramp? While it's compelling, the evidence isn't conclusive just yet, and the debate among Egyptologists continues. But what if the answer isn't just about ramps? A more recent, and quite ingenious, theory suggests the Egyptians might have used water to their advantage. Think about it. Water is a fantastic lubricant. By wetting the sand in front of the heavy sleds carrying the stones, they could have dramatically reduced the friction. This would have made it possible for a smaller team of workers to pull enormous multi-ton blocks across the desert. Some have even proposed more complex hydraulic systems using water locks and channels to lift the stones. While we don't have direct proof of such sophisticated water lifting machines, we do know the Egyptians were masters of the Nile. And this brings us to one of the most persistent myths about the pyramids, that they were built by slaves. Let's set the record straight. Overwhelming evidence now shows the pyramids were built by a paid, skilled workforce. Archaeologists have uncovered the remains of an entire city near the pyramids, a home for the builders. They found bakeries capable of producing thousands of loaves of bread each day, and evidence of livestock, showing these workers were well fed. They also found their tombs, which is significant. Being buried with honor near the sacred pyramids was a privilege, not something granted to slaves. These were respected craftsmen, engineers, and laborers who likely took great pride in their work. They were organized into teams, or files, with names like Friends of Khufu or Drunkards of Menkaure. One of the most incredible discoveries that supports this is the Mirror Papyrus, the oldest papyrus scroll ever found. It's essentially the logbook of an official named Mirror, who was in charge of a team of about 200 men. He details their daily work, transporting high-quality limestone from quarries at Tura to Giza. And how did they move these massive blocks? By boat. They ingeniously used the annual flooding of the Nile River, digging canals that brought the water right up to the Giza Plateau. The papyrus logs their journeys, the delivery of stone, and even the workers' diet. It's a remarkable, first-hand account of the massive logistical operation behind the pyramid's construction. So we have the workforce and a few ideas on how they moved the blocks, but what about the materials themselves? The main body of the Great Pyramid is made of millions of limestone blocks, quarried right there on the Giza Plateau. But the more important parts, like the king's burial chamber, were made of massive granite beams, some weighing up to 80 tons. This granite had to be transported from Aswan, over 800 kilometers to the south. Imagine quarrying those giant blocks with simple copper and stone tools, then loading them onto boats and sailing them hundreds of kilometers down the Nile. It's a mind-boggling feat of planning and power. Perhaps the most jaw-dropping aspect of the Great Pyramid is its precision. Its base is an almost perfect square, and its four sides are aligned almost flawlessly with the four cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. We're talking about an accuracy that modern builders would struggle to achieve without lasers and GPS. How did the ancient Egyptians do it? The answer lies in the stars. They were brilliant astronomers. By tracking the movement of a star in the northern sky, they could establish a true north line. Using simple but effective tools like a gnomon, basically a vertical stick that casts a shadow, they could map the sun's path, determine the solstices, and lay out a perfectly square base. This marriage of astronomy and architecture is a testament to their incredible scientific knowledge. So while the exact blueprint for pyramid construction may still hold some secrets, the picture is becoming clearer. It wasn't aliens or lost technology. It was human ingenuity, incredible organization, and a deep understanding of their natural environment. The pyramids were built by skilled Egyptians who leveraged the power of the Nile, the predictable movement of the stars, and the strength of a dedicated, well-cared-for workforce. The Great Pyramid isn't just a tomb, it's a monument to human potential. It stands as an eternal testament to what we can achieve when we work together with skill, dedication, and a shared vision. Join us next time as we explore the deeper cultural and spiritual significance of the Great Pyramid of Giza and how it has continued to inspire humanity for thousands of years. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video.